Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. This is a look at our market leading ETFs via our proprietary scans. This is going to be for the coming session. This is going to be for Monday, February 3rd, 2013. So today we had a pretty decent day in the market as far as movement goes. We're above the opens and all the majors here. Spiders actually traded really good volume today, 1.5 times typical volume. And the small caps traded pretty strong volume as well. The only signal that we have though to show for it is a contra candle to the upside in the diamonds, which represents the broad market Dow. Let's move on and take a look at the individual sector ETFs and see what they have to say for next week. Again, here we're pretty universal with the signals here. There's nothing on the sell side. We're stacked up with contra candles to the upside. That means that while a lot of these were, or anything with the contra candle was lower on the day, but above the day's open, it's a little kind of a contra signal of strength there, if you will, kind of like a stealth signal. So things to keep an eye on. Keep an eye on the XLE, the energy patch. That's got a contra candle to the upside, and it trades some pretty good volume today. Also saw some good volume today in the XLV, but that one doesn't have the signal with it. XLI's got a signal and volume. XLP has the same condition. The only thing that was a little bit weak today was the IBB. A lot of these biotechnology stocks are starting to take a bit of a breather. A lot of the majors were down today after having some pretty good strength. So make sure you're aware of what that looks like on the chart. Moving on to the commodities, kind of a mixed bag today. Definitely seeing some sell interest here in a couple of these things. The GLD is putting up a contra candle to the downside. We've also got one in the DBA. The only thing we have to the upside indicated is the XME. Note the UNG still trading a lot of volume. This one's starting to give way though. Closed below the day's open, but it did close above the VWAP. Opened up with a pretty big gap up today. Bonds, pretty good volume today. Don't have a signal in the TLT, but we're getting a lot of volume, and they were fairly firm today. The AGG has a downside indication. It has an RPS and a contra signal, and that one's on volume as well. Moving on to the foreign names, again, a lot of contra candles stacked up to the upside. This EWT does have an upside CPS, and it's on volume, so that definitely should be at the top of the list for Friday. EEM, decent volume and a pretty strong day, but unfortunately no signal here. The EFA did have an upside signal and double the normal volume. Moving on to the specials, these are also skewed to the upside, so the shorts are indicated to the downside. A lot of contra candles here on the shorts and some pretty good volume, so if there were hedges put on, they're being taken off today. The UYG and the FAS both have upside contra candles, and the FAS is a little bit more interesting because it does have a volume bump with it. Okay, and here's a look at our watch list with the secret and the Comer counts on them. One that should be sticking out to you right here is the OIH. That's 13 days down now in the standard seeker. It's getting close with the Comer, but not just yet. So if we do drop just a little bit further, we do have the we're going to likely have some support from the Comer. The tan is getting pretty extended to the upside as far as the Comer count is concerned, and that could in fact put in a downside signal this week. The XRT is 10 days down on the Comer, and also 10 days down in the aggressive seeker. So those are names that we could see putting up signals in this coming week that should be tracked. All right, folks, as always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.